The bust of a Confederate general inside the state capitol isn't going anywhere without a fight. The sons of Confederate veterans filed a lawsuit today to keep the bust of Nathan Bedford Forrest right where it is. New at 5 State Capitol reporter Chris Bungard looks at the latest twist to the long-running debate.
The State Capitol Commission earlier this summer took the first step to remove the Forrest bust. Now there is this legal counter step.
My thing is, I want the Forrest bust in the museum.
At the urging of Governor Bill Lee, the state's Capitol Commission in July took the first step to remove the bust of Confederate General Nathan Bedford Forrest from its second-floor spot between the House and Senate chambers. As Commission member Howard Gentry and others there suggested, the bust would go to a state museum to tell the Confederate general's story.
But it still does not need to be told on the second floor of the Capitol.
Where we contend that the Tennessee Capitol Commission did not have jurisdiction over this particular case.
Not so fast, says a Nashville attorney for the Sons of Confederate Veterans, along with its state and local affiliates. The group's Tennessee division and local camp raised the money to create the bust, but it was state lawmakers who approved the idea in the 1970s of putting it in the state capitol. The lawsuit argues legislative action is the only way to remove the bust.
We felt like the law was not followed properly, and as we set out in the complaint, and we didn't think it should have been an emergency meeting. There was nothing about that bust that required an emergency meeting, even under the governor's order. Had these heritage protection cases for many, many years. Number one, slavery was terrible.
Forrest was revered as a tactician during the Civil War, but reviled as a slave trader before the conflict. The attorney in the lawsuit argue that history should be preserved, both its good and bad elements. Reporting from the state capitol, Chris Bungard.
Thanks, Chris. And the state has not yet responded to that lawsuit.